if there in is an apologize. Okay guys, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Effie. Okay, for the next presenter, time is yours.
Oke, thank you Yuli. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Today, I will review the novel that I have read before. And the title is Sunset and Rosie, written by Tere Lie. The character in novel Sunset and Rosie. The first, Rosie, Nathan, Tegar, Anggrek, Sakura, Jasmine, Lily, Sekar, Oma, and Linda. Rosie is Tegar's childhood friend. She is Tegar's neighbor in Lombok, while Nathan is his school friend since elementary school. Tegar and Rosie live on Gili Trawangan, while Nathan lives on Gili Meno, not too far away, but they never met. Nathan and Rosie got to know each other while they were studying in Bandung. 2 months after becoming acquainted, Nathan confessed his feelings to Rosie, and 6 months later, they were married. Tegar did not expect Rosie to marry Nathan because he had loved Rosie for a long time. Even though he never expressed his feelings directly. After they both got married, firmly decided to work in Jakarta and disappear without a word. Next. But after 6 years, the big surprise came. Rosie and Nathan suddenly visited Tegar, who was in Jakarta. Somehow, they knew Tegar's address, and since then have been close to returning to Rosie and Nathan's family. Today, Rosie and Nathan are celebrating their 13th anniversary in Jimbaran, Bali. Currently, they have 4 children, namely Anggrek, the eldest daughter of Nathan and Rosie, who turns 12 this month. Her face inherited Rosie's maternal facial line and is reliable. Her hair is bright and she loves reading books. Sakura's second child is 9 years old. The third child, Jasmine, is 5 years old. While the last child, Lily, is only 1 year old this week. An event that should have been great with joy turned into something very sad because there was a bomb explosion in Jimbaran. People were running, everyone trying to save themselves. Nathan, who was trying to protect his children. Tegar, who got the news that there had been an explosion in Jimbaran, was where Rosie and her children were heading straight to the Jimbaran. After the incident in Jimbaran, Tegar decided to take Rosie and her children to Gili Trawangan because there was an Oma, Rosie's grandmother. At least Taking them to Gili Trawangan could make the gloomy atmosphere more cheerful. But things have turned around with Rosie since Nathan's departure. Rosie becomes gloomy and sometimes even hysterical when she remembers the incident in Jimbaran that killed her husband Nathan. In fact, over time, Rosie lost her mind more and more, so that she needed to be taken a rehabilitation center that handle mental problems. So that Rosie had to be taken to Bali to recover her emotional state. Initially, the children felt unwilling if their mothers had to be taken to Bali far away from them, while the children also needed their mothers, but on the other hand, the children wanted to see their mothers cheerful like before. Tegar has also left his job in Jakarta, even though a strong position is very important in the company. So his boss prevents Tegar from leaving his office. But Tegar wish cannot be cancelled. He wants to accompany the children while Rosie is still in care. Well, the main character Sekar is a girlfriend who is always with Tegar when in Jakarta. Sekar and Tegar themselves have a very special relationship. They even plan to have an engagement and then get married. However, the plan didn't materialize because on the day that the engagement with Sekar was supposed to occur, Tegar was in Bali to meet Rosie and her children, who were hit by the bomb blast in Jimbaran. So that Tegar was not engaged to Sekar, Sekar understood very well that Rosie and her children were very valuable to Tegar. But Sekar was disappointed with Tegar's attitude. Suddenly, the application he had applied for was cancelled. Sekar realized that he might not be fully loved by Tegar, but Sekar always hoped that Tegar could better understand Sekar's feelings. On the day Tegar was supposed to be engaged to Sekar, at the time Tegar apologized for not being able to meet Sekar and promised to return to Jakarta and immediately carry out the engagement which had been delayed. But in fact, Tegar is still in Gili Trawangan, Lombok, babysitting Rosie for children who are now starting to cheer up again. Tegar also called Sekar several times to answer that he would keep his promise. But for some reason, doubt began to arise in both Sekar and Tegar. But they both remained committed that they would meet and work things out. Tegar had also told the children about Sekar, but they were not happy if his uncle Tegar was owned by someone else. Sakura, who was very displeased with accepting her feelings, was spontaneous and responsible for not making her mention all of this to the children. As the day passed, Rosie became more and more able to control herself. Several times, Rosie called Tegar to ask only about the condition of the children, not forgetting to also ask about grandma's condition. Tegar is very happy to see the improvement that the children didn't have the patience to meet their mother. Tegar's activities while in Gili Trawangan managed the resort, which was previously managed by Nathan. Now efforts are being made to renovate the resort by decorating several parts to make it look attractive. Sometimes Tegar thought about what if he and Sekar got married while the children were not there because his mother was still in Bali. Since Tegar was on Gili Trawangan, Oma always told Tegar to find his own happiness. The happiness that Tegar had to be with Sekar, but Tegar always held on the but Tegar always held on to the children, even though he knew that Sekar was waiting for confirmation. Grandma sometimes feels sad seeing Tegar who is willing to sacrifice for Rosie and his children, even though Tegar always remembered as if he never had the hurt he had felt before. After a long time, Rosie was trapped in Bali. Finally, today she will return to Gili Trawangan. Well, the children were very enthusiastic about hearing the news from their mother, which they said would be back together with them. The warm hug they always miss would be a sign. Grandma hopes that after Rosie returns, Tegar will return with Sekar to meet him in Jakarta and pick up the happiness that has been. After Rosie returned to the resort, the children became more cheerful and spoiled for their mother. Tegar was happy to see the children back to how they used to be. Some time ago, Tegar visited Bali and accidentally met Linda, and she said that Sekar was going to be engaged to a man, even though Sekar still liked Tegar. Tegar was shocked to hear Linda's words, and Tegar immediately contacted Sekar to cancel his engagement because he would soon meet with Sekar's parents to apologize and want to marry Sekar. The day came when Tegar visited Sekar's house to ask for the blessing of Sekar's parents so he could marry Sekar. And Sekar's parents agreed that Tegar was married to Sekar. After returning to Gili Trawangan, Tegar told Rosie and the children the good news that in the near future he and Sekar would be married, and after they were married, they would live in Bali. With uncertain feelings, Tegar continued to deliver the news even though he mm, even though he knew that the children must be surprised by the news and felt unwilling that Tegar's uncle, who had been there for the children, would leave them all. The wedding day arrived. Everyone gathered to witness Tegar and Sekar's wedding. Rosie and the children also attended the event. But when Tegar entered the living room, suddenly Lily approached him and said that he wanted Tegar's uncle to always be with him, and Lily wanted to call Tegar a father, not an uncle. Suddenly, everyone in the room is shocked to hear Lily's words. Sekar immediately shuddered upon hearing this, and the statement that Tegar was indeed destined